No, no, no. Not God bless America. God damn America. That's in the Bible for killing innocent people. God damn America.
The reforms I'm proposing would not apply to those who are here illegally. It's not true.
Remember that outburst from a Republican lawmaker nearly 2 years ago? It came at the height of the health care showdown. That "you lie" remark followed President Obama's promise that his health care law would not cover illegal immigrants. Well, yesterday we told you that the congressman who challenged the president that night now claims he has been vindicated. Today he joins me live to tell us why. Congressman Joe Wilson of South Carolina, my guest now. Congressman, thank you so much for being here. So why is it that you feel vindicated?
Well, Megan, what happened last week on Tuesday, there was an announcement of a grant of $28.8 million, where part of it will be going to migrant farm workers with a high percentage of illegal aliens. And in this particular grant, this is from the healthcare takeover, there will be no request for their verification of status. So really, it is clearly providing money that should be going for American citizens to illegal aliens. This not only denies Americans medical service, but it will be destroying jobs in our country.
But is that an assumption on your part that the migrant workers who are going to benefit from this include illegal aliens? Do you have proof of that?
Actually, the Pew Research Service has done a study of this particular segment of population, and at least 25% are illegal aliens. Clearly, and this is even worse than I thought. I thought we would at least ask for the status of people. No, they won't do that. And then there should be verification, then there should be enforcement. This is even worse than I thought. They do not even ask for status.
Well, they're not going to ask for the status, they say, because that's not in the health care law. They're not required to ask for status. Pursuant to that law, they're required to give the health care, not to ask. And it sounds like HHS's response, Health and Human Services response to this criticism has been, look, everybody has to pay. Everybody who comes through these health clinics that we're establishing with this money from the health care law, they are going to have to pay. And so it's not going to be taxpayer-funded health care for these migrant workers.
Well, I would beg to disagree. In that we know at least $28.8 million is going into the program, $8.5 million specifically into this program. It's costing the taxpayers money. There is money going into the program.
They say, this is what HHS has said. This is a quote. By statute, health centers are required to provide primary health care to all residents of the health center's service area without regard for ability to pay. However, the health centers do not provide free care, and all the patients are expected to contribute. So if they cannot pay, then the health center will treat them anyway. And your point is that will include illegal immigrants, and that care is basically taxpayer subsidized?
Absolutely. And Megan, this is the doublespeak that we hear from this administration. I had read the health care bill. That's why I knew that it did not have proper identification of legal status. It did not have verification. It did not have enforcement. It had 16 pages of gibberish and doublespeak.
You know, just put it in terms that people can understand, because, you know, you think, all right, you know, we know as a reality there are some illegal immigrants working in this country. Somebody gets hurt, somebody gets cancer, somebody is sick and needs to go in for health care at one of these centers. You know, do you have any empathy for them?
Oh, I certainly do, and they should receive care, and then they should immediately be assisted to return to their home country. All
right, Congressman Joe Wilson, let me ask you before I let you go, because you feel vindicated because of the comment. What about the, the breach of decorum? Because you apologized for that. Is that something you still feel sorry about?
Oh, absolutely. And my agreement with, of all people, Rahm Emanuel that night was to have a civil discussion of the health care issue henceforth. And I have. And civilly, I've pointed out that the health care bill takeover is going to be crippling to the senior citizens of our country. It's going to destroy jobs. We know the NFIB has said it will kill 1.6 million jobs. And so civilly, for the last 2 years, I've pointed out the inconsistencies of the bill and how it's going to affect the American people. And I'm very proud of the House Republicans to vote in January to repeal Obamacare.
Understood. Thank you, sir. We appreciate
No, no, no. Not God bless America. God damn America that's in the Bible for killing innocent people. God